Second Beeston Beavers. I'm wanting to show you a website that I think some of you might enjoy, which is called Scratch. If you've not come across it before, it's a coding website. So you can do animations, music, games. You can do lots of different things on it. We're going to start off with something quite simple. You can just explore different videos here or in the featured project section here. Okay, so if you just want to have a look around and see what sorts of things people do, you can there. But if you want to make something, then it's best to create your own account. So if you just get your parents or somebody to help you set up an account that just needs a email address, then you can start making your own things. And what we're going to start doing is having a look at how some of these coding blocks here fit together to make your different projects. I'm going to do that by trying out one of these starter projects. Okay, and the one that I'm going to choose today, because it's quite easy to make some good changes to, is this one, which is called Paint with Gobo, which is an art one. And it's just a fun little animation type of game. Okay, so when we load up the project, we end up with this screen. We can make it full screen here. And if we click on the green flag, the program will start. And we've just got a little alien guy that moves around the screen. And if we press the space bar, change it to a different alien, and press the space bar again, and we get circles. You can change it back as many times as you want. And you're just following the mouse around, making different colours. So I can press stop up here with the red button, and I can start it again if I want to. Press stop again. Okay, I'm just going to clear that and make it smaller again. So as you can see, it's quite a simple program. It's not got a huge amount of code, but it looks fairly good. So what we're going to do is click on Remix over here, and that will open up a new project for us to work on. So that's then saved into my folder, and I've got all the code that has gone into that project here. So let me just explain what these code blocks do. Okay, so it's fairly simple. They pretty much do what they say. So we've got here, when you click on the flag, you delete all of the stamps that you had before. The sprite, which is this guy down here, so your character, has been set to size 50%. Okay, and then forever, all of this is going to happen. So he's going to leave a stamp, move 5 steps, change his colour by 5 degrees, point towards the mouse pointer, turn randomly, so wiggle about, and bounce off the edge of the screen if he hits it. So let's just put that back so that we don't mess up the code. The other thing we've got is when spacebar is pressed, then he's going to switch to the next costume. So all we're going to do really is just change which costumes he can choose between. The other thing I want to do is where we've got this block of code here, erase all, I'm going to just drag that off, because actually I don't like him starting up in the corner there. I want to start him in the middle. So I'm going to drag him in the middle, and I'm just going to go to this block over here that says go to X, Y. Okay, so I can set his starting point wherever I want, but I've set it for near the middle. If I want it exactly in the middle, I can change that to 0, 0, and then he will start off right in the middle of the screen when we click on that green flag. Okay, so even if I've left him up over here, when I click on the green flag, he starts off in the middle again, and then starts following my mouse. I'm going to stop that again and clear. Okay, and then to give him different costumes, I'm just going to click on this tab over here that says costumes. And you can see we've got 3 different costumes that we saw before. We've got the yellow alien, the grey alien, and the circle. So I don't want these 2. I'm going to get rid of these guys. I'm just going to go down to the bottom. Now you can draw your own costume if you're a bit better at drawing than I am, or you can take a photo or something, or you can upload a costume if you've got a picture saved that you want to use. But I'm just going to go to the library here and click on choose. I'm going to choose an animal. So I'm going to pick myself a butterfly, and then I'm going to choose another costume as well. And I'm going to pick a letter. I'm going to go for this nice B for beavers. Okay, and now so every time I hit the space bar, it should switch between these, and you can see on my screen already it switched to the B over here. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my code and I'm going to start the program again, and we can just see how those changes have made it different. So now I've got a B for beavers flying around my screen, and if I hit spacebar, it's going to change between the costumes I've picked by the butterfly. Okay, so just see which costumes you'd like to add to the project. See if you want to make any other changes, like maybe making it move more, or by changing the colour effect by a different amount, and making it wiggle around more by changing these numbers here, and just see if playing around with it changes the way that the program runs. I hope you enjoy having a go at this, and it will count towards your My Skills badge as your second creative project. Have good fun with this and all of the other projects on Scratch, and let me know how you get on. And I'll speak to you again soon.